Tin, 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 tin. Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And tonight's tale I call... If you've seen one episode, you should see them all. And you should, kiddies, because tonight my good fiends Jamie and Nelson will be talking everything Tales from the Crypt, from episode to episode, from season to season, from scream to scream.
Oh man, I love that. That was money well. Well, we didn't spend money.
No, he did it. I told you. I called him.
Right.
And he said, Nelson, what you need?
What do you need? Jamie's wants something. I will hook you up.
He said, send me the script and we'll get it done.
And he knocked it out. That is great.
Yep.
Well, hello once again. This is Jamie with Fave 5 from Fans, and I am here with my co-host. Yeah, that's killing. And we are discussing
season 6 of Tales from the Crypt. So this one right here.
The penultimate season.
Oh yeah, it
of
is.
Tales from the Crypt.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, second to last. I guess.
Whatever. So we have gone through the first 5 seasons, either picking individually or like last episode, we choose a group of 5 of them.
Right.
We both have watched them and we're both ready to discuss them. So I'm going to rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and we'll see who goes first.
Okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I go first. You know what's funny? I almost did Lizard Spot.
Oh.
Because now it's like ever since that episode, I've seen it so many times.
I have a shirt with it.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Tells you how to play, who beats what, and everything.
Yeah, he had to practice. He can still, a couple of years after, he was still able to do the speech.
Oh, okay.
Because it took him so long to learn it. So yeah, Jim Parsons. So much repetition to get it done that he was still able to do it. Kind of like Carrie Fisher could still do the speech.
Oh, okay.
The Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi speech.
So totally like we do on my show, totally off track. But did you know that when Leonard Nimoy was first Spock on TV, that he could not pick his hand up and take it apart like that? So if you watch the first few episodes, you would always see his hand doing this. Like if this was the bottom of the screen.
So like it took him a second.
He would get his fingers apart down below the screen and then he would put it up.
Yeah.
And do you know what this is? When Mr. Spock does this?
What does it mean?
It means live long and prosper in the show. But when they were doing the first episodes where he was going to do that, they asked Nimoy, well, what do you, we kind of have to have a greeting, a handshake. What do you think we should do? And Leonard Nimoy told the story that when he was young, his family was Jewish. They went to the synagogue and they were doing, the regular, I'm not sure what it's called there, but they go to church. And the rabbi wants to say a blessing. And so they all have to bow their heads and close their eyes. Well, he was a little boy and you know how little boys are. So he kind of opens his eyes and looks up and the rabbi is doing this number across them. He said it always stuck with him.
Yeah, that's a little.
There you go. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
Yeah, I'm not even saying it. Red Dog Terrain.
Right.
Like we'll just
put it right.
Yeah. So we need to practice. You need to practice your animation. As soon as you see the fingers go across.
There you go. All right. I'll send it to you.
It's a good thing we get paid a lot to do this.
Just, it keeps me in the lifestyle that I'm used to. I mean, I don't even have to wait for Goldfish to go on sale. If I want to spend $2.59 for the Extreme Blast Pizza Goldfish.
I mean, that's what being 91 overall
and hungry
for
a whole week.
Yeah, you won't go hungry. Okay, we'll edit that out.
No, that stays. All right, well, why don't you get us started off episode number 66, or season 6, episode 1.
Okay, so this one is called Let the Punishment Fit the Crime. And, I chose this episode because of Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, she's so wonderful.
Okay. One, she's smoking hot. Okay. I'm just gonna lead off with that because I have a thing for Catherine O'Hara.
Okay. No judgment here.
Anyway, let's keep moving. So her name is Geraldine. She's a lawyer, actually.
An unscrupulous ambulance.
She's an ambulance chaser.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's none here in Louisiana, so I don't even know what that is.
No. I had to go Google it to see what it meant.
So she receives a citation, or actually, no, she's arrested.
She's arrested, cuffed, and everything.
She is arrested and being dragged into court because of a license plate violation.
An illegal license plate
right.
that said sue them.
Right. So it's kind of interesting. It's like, wait a minute, why? And even she's yelling at them. Yep. She's like, why am I being arrested for such a minor infraction? Right.
In the town of Stucksville or Stucksville.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's Stucksville because they're stuck.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Yeah. So immediately though, they give you, of course, hints that something's off at this town, and she's looking at like pictures on the wall, historical pictures of the town, and she's seeing like public executions, hangings, and stuff like that. And then she sees one that with a modern vehicle in it. So it's like, so they had public executions recently
from a tree recently. Yep, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. So
and she's got all these other characters that are in the waiting area with her. And
this one guy tells her something to the effect of, "I hope you don't get courtroom B because that's the strict judge."
Yep.
And I don't remember what he was in there for. He was crying or something. Did I write it down? I don't think
is that the guy who was selling cars?
Yes, the salesman.
The salesman.
Yeah, he was a salesman. And okay, I know what it is. And so anyway, well, they tell her that she's going to meet her court-appointed attorney.
Right.
And it ends up being Peter McNichol. And if you don't know who that is,
born in Dallas, Texas.
Was he really? Okay. Didn't realize that. But Peter McNichol is Janusz on Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, he's also Renfield in Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Oh, okay.
Love that film.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's so funny.
I've never seen it. So anyway, who is Austin? Oh, that's his name. His name is Austin.
Austin Haggard.
Yeah. So he starts to tell her, you're in a very strict town, and basically you want to kind of do what they tell you to do.
And whatever it is to get you
right.
out.
Just the lesser sentence and just take what they give you because there's not much leeway. You're not going to get, you can't really fight anything because if you fight it, your punishment's going to be worse.
Exactly.
And to her, she's like, okay, it's a stupid traffic violation. What is it?
I'm going to get a ticket.
She's like, so when they get in court, she's like, what? How much is it? She pulls out her checkbook.
Nope.
Nope. That's not what it is.
Oh.
So the judge, I don't know the guy's name, but he's in Sister Act.
Joseph Mayer, and he's
the bishop.
The Bishop O'Hara in Sister Act.
Okay, yeah.
I think he's in both of them, but could be wrong. I know for sure he's
definitely in the first one. The second one I've only seen a couple of times, but as soon as I saw him, I was like, it brought me back because that was around the same time I think that Sister Act was made.
Oh yeah,
like the early 90s. Right. So anyway, so he asks her how she pleads, and she pleads guilty at first, but then the punishment ends up being 10 lashes, and she's like, "What? 10 lashes for an illegal license plate?"
Yeah, which is not even illegal.
Right. Technically, it ends up not being illegal. But so then she tries to change her plea to not guilty. Okay. And then that, of course, upsets this judge. So he pulls up her license plate that says sue him. Right. And he's like, do you think that this is an appropriate license plate, young lady? And this lets me know what kind of person you are. I'm basically like, you're a lawyer, I'm a lawyer, and you're a disgrace. Type of thing is what he was getting at. And so she brings to their attention that it's not illegal because SUE space EM, the space counts as a digit.
6 letters.
So it's technically six letters,
digits,
not
yeah.
5. 6 digits,
Right.
yeah. So, anywho, he still finds her guilty. Boom. Right. So she's like, wait, what? So they actually drag her out of court, and they're bringing her to get her sentencing, which is the 10 lashes.
Right.
So as she's going down the hallway, you hear people screaming, and it's a locked door. It's a narrow hall. It's all like shot very well. It's kind of creepy and
a little off.
Yeah, a little off, and I don't know. Just the whole vibe of the episode is good. I really enjoy it. So anyway, so he gets there, and then I missed one. Because she pled not guilty and he found her guilty anyway, he changed it to 100 lashes. Right. Which, I mean, I'm pretty sure that would kill you. Maybe?
They said that you'd probably faint or pass out because it's just 10. So 100.
Yeah. So this is a strict town. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad it's not like that.
Thankfully, there's only one of those judges.
So where are we at? Where's my notes?
So now, they come back, and right before it gets started, they tell her, the judge has looked it up, and you are correct. So you're innocent.
Yep. So they let her go, and she walks out of the hallway. She comes into the main, or as she's walking out, she sees the man who told her, I hope you don't get courtroom B. And his nose.
His face.
Yeah. He turns and his nose has been cut off. And I can only assume because he was a salesman, he's a liar, is why they cut his, like,
or
Pinocchio.
They cut off his nose to spite his face. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So she's freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. She's like, holy crap, this is crazy type thing. Let's see. Where am I at now?
So now she goes back, and before she can do anything, she is arrested again. And this time she's arrested because she gave her card to a guy who had been in an accident, and he already had counsel.
Right. And apparently you can't do that. Someone who's already represented by a lawyer, you can't try to solicit.
Or poach them, I think is a term that they use.
So she was arrested for that.
So then she goes to courtroom. She wasn't D.
She goes to C, right?
To C. And the judge is going to hear her case. And lo and behold, it's the same judge.
They all look alike. So didn't they say it's a brother or a cousin?
I don't know that they ever.
They just say they're related.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the same man.
It's the same exact guy.
It's Bishop O'Hara. No. Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah. Bishop O'Hara.
Joseph Marr playing it. So she pleads not guilty. Oh, no. Peter McNichol tells the judge that she pleads not guilty on insanity because she was abused and blah, blah, blah. He makes up this story that is sure to get her off.
Right.
Right. And boom, the judge finds her guilty anyway.
And gives her
pillory.
Now, see, this is.
I had to look it up.
Okay. I actually my dad and I made a pillory.
Okay.
Once for Halloween. And stocks. When you were in the stocks and the pillory, that's where you have your hand and legs and your feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just this one is the pillory, which I always thought this one was the stocks and that one was the pillory.
So that's the stocks. This is the pillory.
Based on what they said. Yeah. I thought it was the other way around. But anyway. And how long does she have to stay?
I don't remember.
100 years.
100 years?
100 years.
I didn't write that part down.
And they're like, what? And sure enough, they take her to this decrepit room.
She's granted an appeal.
Oh, true.
She files an appeal, and then she's granted the appeal. And so they take her to courtroom C. And because that's what I have here. After pillory, she's granted an appeal. She goes to courtroom C.
Right, because she's in there already. Right. And then she starts seeing
like visions of these looks like dead people and stuff like that. So it's very strange.
So she does get released.
Yep.
And we got to say something about the public defender's hair. I mean, that toupee just puts.
I was kind of wondering why they had it just kind of on there.
And there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but I didn't know. I mean, you don't know it at first. You're just kind of like, what's wrong with this dude?
Yeah. And he's got this really bad looking suit and a bow tie. And he says, well, I've got to look the part of the public defender.
So she does not win her appeal. And she's been given Oh no. Yes, she was given death by electrocution.
Right.
Okay. But the judge agreed. So whenever Peter McNichol goes up to the judge and the judge agrees to his condition. And so they take her out, but she doesn't know
What the condition
what
is.
the condition is. So they get there and he reveals, or he pulls off the toupee and he starts to reveal that he's not like as nerdy as he was putting on and blah, blah, blah. And he volunteered to take her spot
in the electric chair.
And she would be able to go free.
Go home and do public service. Community service.
And what she didn't realize was...
Well, but before that, he tells her, you think you were a bad lawyer. I made what you did look like, I don't know, like a Girl Scout troop. I was horrible. And this is what I want.
He wanted to be put to death, to be basically put out of his misery.
Right.
And her public service is
to stay there and become the new public defender.
She gets to be the public defender.
But not just becoming the public defender, she ends up in an outfit and the hair.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly like Austin had. Except she's wearing a little skirt made out of the same material. And so when the camera pulls back from her, she has the glasses that he had, has the stupid curly hair wig, and now she's going to be sentenced to stay there because this is now her home.
Now it's her home,
and she can go and be the public defender.
Gets to do public service. So I guess I'm wondering if whoever wrote this episode didn't like ambulance chasing lawyers.
I don't know. That would be Ron Finley, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
because it was based on the Vault of Horror number 33. So we have to go back to see who the original one was. But instead of doing that, I say that this time we jump directly into the next episode, episode 2,
and chill.
It was
to the
also
next episode
from Tales from the Crypt number 38. I'm gonna just say it. I didn't really like it.
And see, it's one of those. It kind of started out really, really good. It's just the end. I didn't really understand why.
What was her motivation?
Yeah. It was just a little weird.
So basically, you've got this guy, Peter on a Roddy, who I couldn't find anything really worthwhile he did. He shows up at a party where his ex-girlfriend, Diane Delasco, and he tries to get her back, but he's obviously abusive. He's hit her. And so she'll have nothing. So they end up going to throw him out. He ends up in the kitchen, and it's a Halloween party.
Yes,
they're all in costumes.
I don't know if it's Halloween. It's just a costume party. Is it Halloween?
Because
they don't actually say. I had seen this synopsis, but they never actually say it's Halloween. They just say it's a costume party.
Maybe it's kind of understood. I don't know. But he ends up meeting this really, I wouldn't say attractive, because her face, the mask that she's got on her face, is very smooth and white, and you can't really, but she's dressed as a cadaver in a body bag, and they kind of hit it off, and so he goes back.
But she's got a rocking body and long blonde hair, so I mean,
so there you go.
That's all you need.
So they get back, and after a little messing around, they decide to have sex, and she pushes him to be more and more violent with her.
Right. Well, an important detail is that before they actually start making passionate love,
doing the horizontal,
they both agreed they would not share their last names or take off their masks.
Right.
So that was an agreement they made.
Yeah. And so this is Molly, who is the mysterious masked woman. So when after their romantic encounter, Carl,
it's almost demonic.
Yeah.
Because she's like, hit me harder, and her eyes look like they're turning black or something. It's very eesh.
Yeah. So after it's all done and it wakes up the next morning, Carl has had a fit of love. He is now seems to be smitten, and he tells her how he's a public a CPA accountant, and he wants to, just be with her. And she's like, no, done. No, we said we weren't going to do this. And he goes to take his mask off, and it just ruins it for her.
Right.
Okay. So she decides, you know what? I'm going to go fix this a couple of drinks. And as she goes, he has this kind of vision where there's the guy in the room screaming at him, but he's not there. And so she comes back and gives him a drink, and she goes to take a drink, and she slipped him a Mickey.
Right. But he doesn't know, of course.
Right.
I think you were a little out of order, because after she gives him the drink is when he starts saying all that stuff, and she gets mad at him.
Just go in. Okay.
She gets mad at him after that. So then she's like, you just need to go. So that's whenever he gets mad, kind of, gets a little handsy with her, and he goes or she leaves. And then he starts going through all of her stuff, trying to find out who she is.
Right. That's true. All the envelopes.
He's going through all the envelopes and trying to find her name. And they all just say occupant and the address. So now he's getting pissed off because he can't figure out who she is. And then when he goes back to her, that's whenever he kind of like gets woozy. And
he's lost a lot of blood.
Right.
Sorry, that was
yeah, he gets woozy, and I have it right here. He's starting to get woozy. Then he finds her chest of drawer,
right,
type thing, and that's where he finds skin masks, kind of like face
mask. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And one of the faces, the one right in the front, is the person that
the guy that he had seen. Right.
So now he's realizing it wasn't a vision or hallucination, that guy was there, and she's done this.
But he's starting to feel the effects of the Mickey. So he goes back to confront her, and she says something like, boy, you have a slow metabolism or something like that, because it took forever for it to really kick in.
Right.
And
again, she never takes the mask off.
Right. Which he gets angry. And what does he do? He grabs at her face to pull the mask off. And all he does is tear her skin.
No mask.
It's not a mask. Yeah. So
then she ends up getting her little circular saw out.
Yep.
And the next thing we see, she's opening up that cabinet, and she's sticking a
brand new mask on there. So I guess the question is, it's an okay episode, but like we said before we got into it, why is she keeping the masks? Because she got teased as a kid, but that doesn't make sense to me. She should be like maybe killing girls and trying to get a new face.
Because when they first met, he wasn't being mean to her.
Right.
He wasn't picking on her. He wasn't. So it's probably one of the reasons why I don't find this is a great episode.
And she slipped him the Mickey before he started getting mean. So
she was going to be the night before.
So she was going to do it anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just, yeah. So
it's weird.
Watch it at your own,
Yeah,
so.
it's okay, but I don't think whoever wrote the episode either didn't think it through or they didn't care and just rolled with it. But.
So it is nowhere near as good as our next choice, and that is episode 8, called The Assassin. It was originally shown in Shock Suspense Stories number 17. Now, this one, I will tell you right now, definitely one of the reasons that I liked this episode was because there were a lot of recognizable people in it.
Good cast.
It is. And from 1994, we're going to see some people that were like, oh, wow, and that have continued to be actors and continue to be. So some of the cast is the happy housewife, Janet McKay, who is played by Shelley Hack, who was Tiffany in Charlie's Angels. So this is like season 3 or season 4 when Kate Jackson leaves. She comes in afterwards. So right up there, instantly recognizable. She is at home with her husband, who...
Before we get into the episode, can we talk about the intro with the Grim Reaper?
Oh, sure. With William Sadler?
William Sadler. Yeah. It's basically the same intro to Demon Knight.
Exactly.
They kind of rewrote it a little bit for Demon Knight, and it's a little bit better on Demon Knight. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's the same intro.
So it's kind of a melt.
Or is it Bordello of Blood? It's one. It's either
Yeah.
Demon Knight or Bordello
But
Blood.
there's also another episode where he and a mummy are playing the same kind of game.
Oh, really?
So it's a combo of those two.
Okay.
Which,
because William Sadler is a mummy in the movie version.
right. Yeah. So it was, no, you're right. It was, we should talk about it.
But he was the Grim Reaper from
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that movie had just
Probably right
come
around
out
the
or
same
something.
time. Yeah. So anyway, so she's in there with her husband, who it just really, really kind of threw me, because the husband is Marshall Teague. Hey, did you recognize the husband?
I did. No, I did not.
So,
I thought he was the guy who played Pat Garrett.
No. One of the reasons you probably didn't recognize him is because he had his entire throat was still on him, versus the front being ripped off by Patrick Swayze.
Is that the same guy?
In the Roadhouse.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm dead serious. Marshall Teague.
I just talked about that fight in my Greatest Fights episode.
Jimmy Reno. That's it. That's the same guy. So just from right there, from those first couple of minutes, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, because this guy is, you've seen him, he's a badass, you know?
And he's her husband?
And he's the husband. And then Shelley Hack, is like, oh, I've seen her. She's so cutesy and so nice and everything. So she's just like the perfect little wife, and he's going off to go to work, and she's going to get ready for a dinner party that night, which when they were talking about, I thought it was going to be a big party, but in fact, it's later on just
a few friends. Yeah.
But before she can really get started, she goes out grocery shopping. And when she comes back inside, you find that sitting there waiting for her in the dark is Chelsea Fields, who played Darla in Death Spa. And I don't know if you've never seen Death Spa.
This dude right here comes up with movies that nobody has seen or heard of.
You need to see Death Spa. It is basically the story of a health spa in the late 80s that is being automated so that everything runs off of a computer. And there's the guy who is actually Kirk's son from Star Trek 2 and 3. And he does all the programming, but then his sister dies in a horrific accident and is burned, and so she comes back and haunts. It's really
Isn't she on like a Law and Order or something?
Yeah, I think she was too. She was that.
Yeah.
But of course, that's where I'm going to go to it.
Her name is Bardot or something, right? In this.
So
she claims to be a police officer.
Right, but she is not. She is not. And we know that because when let's keep going on one card. When Janet tries to get her more information from her, she realizes she's not a cop, so she runs to get away. But the door opens up, and there are Jonathan Banks and Corey Feldman. And together, they are a trio of CIA operatives, or they say they're CIA. Now, who are those two fellas? The first guy, Jonathan Banks, played Mike in Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Okay.
He's also in 48 Hours. He's the guy that Eddie Murphy throws across the table.
Ah, okay. Okay. And then, of course, you've got Corey Feldman.
Who's Corey Feldman?
Edgar Frog.
I've never seen Corey Feldman in anything.
Never? Oh.
Yeah, no.
Probably a good thing.
He's in like everything. 80s movie.
Goonies,
every 80s movie.
So Stand By Me. Yeah. So the agents then, when she comes to, they explain that they're looking for her husband, who is actually Ronald Wald, a former assassin gone AWOL, and they want to catch him. Now, they explain to Janet, well, okay, we got to kill you too, but why don't you? She's going to get the Corey Feldman character, take her downstairs, kill her down there so that the husband won't know.
Well, before that, she shows them her wedding picture. She's like, look, this is my husband.
Yeah.
This is not who you're looking for. And they're like, he could have gotten cosmetic surgery. He can look different.
And the way they found him was because he had gone to a dentist to have some bridge work done. And it was such a unique bridge work that one of the CIA snoopers caught on about. And that's how, because they hadn't seen him in like 5 years or something.
Right.
But they don't want to hear any of that. we're gonna get your husband Ronald when he comes back.
Basically saying he's a CIA agent. He knows how to elude.
Yes,
we know better.
Yeah, like you said, he's had the surgery. He's doing all the stuff. So
they go
Corey takes downstairs, and then she like suddenly realizes I'm going to die. So she then tries to seduce Corey Feldman,
and it's the chink in every man's armor.
Every man's armor. But it's a little strange because some of the things that she says to him, he's like, "Yeah, that's exactly how I like it. Yeah, that's exactly." And he's like, "How do you know that?" And it doesn't matter. So she ends up being able to get one over on him, and he falls on.
She gets him on the treadmill. Without getting explicit, we're not going to say what was going on, but she gets him on the treadmill, and he falls. And his necktie gets caught in the treadmill and it strangles him to death, breaks his neck.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as she tries to figure out how she's going to get away, the female who pretended to be
Bardot,
a cop, she starts to come down and says, "Hey, what's going on down there?" And so they ended up exchanging some gunfire.
Yeah, because she picked up Corey Feldman's weapon,
which had fallen into a paint bucket.
Fell into a paint bucket. So Bardot shoots at her, falls down the stairs. She runs upstairs. Bardot picks up the gun that was in the paint can, goes to shoot, and explodes in her face.
Right.
So, but the camera just cuts away.
Yeah. So then we get upstairs, and she's trying to get away, and she's going to, I think, hide
in the bathroom.
But Mike is in the bathroom
because he was preparing to cut up the bodies when they were finished. Mm-hmm. He was going to dismember
like something he
them.
would do on Breaking Bad,
which I've never seen.
Really. It's really good because one of the reasons I liked him in this is because he's a lot younger. You know, he's 20 something years younger than he is on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like he's such a cool bad guy because he's like a grandpa. You know, it's a good show. But anyway, and she is able to get the drop on him.
She just shoots him right in the face.
In the face.
Yeah.
You know? So she thinks she's got it in the clear. So as she heads out and starts to go back,
Bardot
right there, you know. So she ends up getting the upper hand.
Yeah, they end up tussling, and
Janet's on the ground underneath her.
During the tussle, right before, she's got the gun to Bardot has the gun to is it Janet or Janice? Yeah. Janet's head, and they're talking or whatever, and she just goes, "Because or whatever when we dated," in a nice deep voice.
Yeah.
And Bardot is like, "What?" And then they start fighting.
Right.
And that's kind of when you realize, holy crap, she is, what's his name?
Ronald.
She's Ronald. Yeah. And of course she had surgery. She obviously had a full-on sex change and is living as a woman.
Yeah. Now, but that's not the voice. That's not her voice. That's actually another person.
It's dubbed over, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. But do you know who it was?
No, I don't.
It's Cam Clark. Why does that name maybe sound familiar? He was Leonardo in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Oh, in the cartoon.
He was Leonardo voice.
All right.
So
I was about to say it was the Asian dude in the movie.
No. This was in the TV series. He also played Rocksteady, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But so she's able to get it, kill her. Then she's got to clean up, and
now it's at the dinner party.
And there's the four of them are nice sitting around, and she's just being the perfect, loving little wife. And ding, she's got to get up and go. And this is the part I didn't kind of understand. So she goes and she takes the pot roast out and puts it down, and it's a beautiful looking piece of meat, but it's got some toes in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm like, why?
Why would there be toes if everything else cooked?
Yeah, but no, not just that. But why are you turning cannibalistic all of a sudden?
Well, it's the easiest way to get rid of a body.
It is.
You feed it. I mean, did you ever see fried green tomatoes?
I did. But even before then, there was a story when I was in junior high school that I remember. And it was like one of those figure out the mysteries because a guy kills his wife by beating her to death with a leg of lamb. And then, I'm sorry, the wife kills the husband with the leg of lamb, and then she cooks it. And then when the police come over, she serves them like lamb, so there's no murder weapon.
Well, That's the only thing that made sense to me, was that's how she got rid of the body, was she cooked it and served it to people and they ate it. So it's,
Yeah.
it's Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. And then we get back to the fact, and you've got the Grim Reaper and the Crypt Keeper finish theirs. And in classic Crypt Keeper, you've got Death is only left from neck up, and he wants to play some more. And Crypt Keeper tells him, "You should quit while you're
ahead." And that's exactly what he says in the movie. So yes, it's Bordello of Blood, because the beginning of Demon Night, it's when he's shooting the movie and he's the director.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "You're not even a Robert Redford."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So it's Bordello of Blood. Aha.
Ha. So then now we're going to go to episode 10, which is another one that I did enjoy.
It was weird, but I did enjoy it.
In the Groove, from Crime Suspense Stories number 21, written by Vincent Spano, who, this is a really, really deep dive, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't even dig deep in it, but I want to say that he wrote some of the Star Trek novels, because after the TV series came out, before the movies, they had these thin little books that they would put out, like Spock Must Die and some other stories. I want to say that that's who, one of those guys. He wrote one of those. But anyway, so why don't you take it off?
In the Groove, it features Miguel Ferrer. Is it Ferrer? Is that how you say it?
Miguel Ferreira.
Miguel Ferrer, whatever. Yeah. Everybody knows him from RoboCop and tons of movies.
Everybody knows him from Star Trek 6.
Jeez Louise, dude. Has everybody been on Star Trek?
It's actually Star Trek 3.
It's kind of like everybody's been on Tales from the Crypt. I mean, everybody's been on Star Trek.
Honestly, that's where I go first. Anytime I'm looking up to see who something was, I'll pull it up and I'll go down to see if they were on Star Trek. If they were in
Star Trek, that's funny. But anyway, Miguel Ferrer, he plays a radio host, DJ, and his sister Rita is played by the
Wendy Malick.
Wendy Malick from Just Shoot Me.
Just Shoot Me. That's the first one I went to.
And she's also the mom's voice on The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, okay.
I always know her from that.
Okay.
But anyway, they're brother and sister. They own the radio station together because their mom, who was a ball buster, passed away and left it to them, but she left Wendy in charge.
Right.
And so
he does this show late at night.
Yeah, Gary doesn't like that.
Yeah, where he basically gets people on the phone and has phone sex.
Yeah, it's like an erotic show, and then people call in and talk about their fantasies and whatnot. Yeah. But it starts out, it's Miguel Ferrer. You just see his mouth, and he's talking to this woman, and you just see her from the waist down, and he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take your pantyhose off and your shoes off," and you're like, what's going on here? Then it cuts, and you realize he's on the air, and he's saying this for people to listen to.
Yeah.
The problem is nobody's really listening.
Right.
His ratings are terrible.
And so as he leaves the studio, the other DJ who's taking over for him slides in.
The one and only
Slash
from Guns N' Roses,
with actual lines.
Yes.
I was really kind of impressed with that. So Rita basically tells him, "We may own this together, but I'm the boss."
Right. And I'm taking you off the air.
Or I'm moving you first. He takes her off. He moves her. She moves him from the drive time to the late at night.
Okay. Where basically nobody's going to listen.
Right. And then that's your last step. After that, you're out. He's like, "You can't fire me." She goes, "That's right, but I can take you off the air."
Yeah. But then she also offers him some help.
Valerie.
Here is Valerie. And Valerie is going to help you. And I suggest you listen to her advice.
And that's played by Linda Doucette, who was on the Larry Sanders Show for several episodes. I guess it was a recurring.
She was, I guess she was with Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Show. Yeah. That's the Larry Sanders Show.
Okay.
It's Gary Shandling's. It's kind of like a spinoff of.
Were they married or they were just together?
I don't know. I don't know at all.
Because apparently they were together for a while. Did just kind of briefly see that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, continue.
So Valerie shows up, and all she wants to do is to help him. And it's kind of funny because when she first shows up, she looks like a very kind of a meekish, conservative,
reserved type lady.
Yeah. So he gets on the phone with someone and is just like dying. I mean, he's like, oh my God. Oh,
Yeah, it's very
so
generic.
sexy.
Oh, I'm taking off your pantyhose.
And she starts typing things for him to say, and he starts doing it, and all the lines light up. But it also goes into this kind of fantasy thing where he's talking to someone on the TV, but he's fantasizing it that it's her. And then it becomes both as the watcher, us, and him, the actor. Did that really happen?
Right, because I was a little confused. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Is it supernatural?
No, I think it was just supposed to be.
No, that was my question as I'm watching it.
Okay,
I thought something supernatural was going on, but I think it was just his fantasy, what he was,
And because he takes her direction, the show takes off. Okay? But no matter how great it is, after a while, it's the same thing over and over. So she mentions to him, well, maybe we should try that.
Well, before that, though, she does seduce him.
That's true.
Yeah, she gets all hot and bothered, and they end up making love in the studio. And so things are going well. Like, they're kind of a couple, and the show is taking off, but it's starting to get a little stagnant. And that's where she suggests,
let's talk about, I don't know, emotions. Let's talk about anger. Let's talk about you being oppressed. And then that's when he starts really letting go about, how much he hates his mother for giving his sister.
Right.
My mom owned a place in Chicago. She owned another one in New York. She owned another one here. But did I get any of those? No, I'm stuck in Lancaster.
Yeah, he really defames the mom.
Takes her portrait off the wall and breaks it up and everything. And the sister is standing out the window going, So when he wraps up, when he wraps up, she tells him, you are wrapped.
Right. And so basically he committed breach of contract.
Because in the will, it said you could never defame or deface the mother. And he did. So just like she said, I can't fire you, but you're not going to be on the air anymore. Tomorrow night is your last show.
So he starts speaking to, what's her name? What's the girl's name? Valerie. He starts talking to Valerie, and he convinces her to help him kill his sister. She agrees to it.
She
begrudgingly.
I thought she kind of like put the idea in its head a little bit.
No, I don't think, because she started kind of crying. She didn't want to at first, and he was like, "Come on, we can do this." So I think she begrudgingly.
I think I watched it a look because by the end I'm like,
yeah.
So I thought she kind of subconsciously put it into his head.
Well, we'll get there.
I know. I'm just saying that's what
you were thinking as you were watching it.
As I was watching it. Yeah.
No, I was. So anyway, so he comes up with a plan. They pre-record an episode. They start playing it, and he's going to sneak into the house, and he's going to kill her while she sleeps.
While his live broadcast is going.
While his live broadcast, which is just a recording, is going on. So they start to do it. He sets the recording to go. They get in the car. They end up at the house. He tells her, I'll be right back, gets out the car.
With his knife.
And sneaks in the house. He's about to do the deed.
But homeboy brought a knife
to a gunfight. Boom, she comes up with the gun. And what does she say? Something to the effect, just killing you is one thing, but self-defense is so much better.
Right.
So, and she explains to him that basically her and Valerie concocted, manipulated him into doing this so they could kill him and take over the show.
And then Valerie takes over the show and she's pretending to cry and everything. And again, the board's all
It's just been brought to my attention that he has tragically died. Yeah. And she has a big smile on her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. Like I said,
but good luck. Now the double cross episodes usually are the better ones.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that brings us to the fifth and final episode. Another one that I really liked specifically because of the two military men.
Right.
This is episode 13, Come the Dawn. It was originally in Haunt of Fear number 26. And in it, early on, we are introduced to Colonel Parker and Sergeant Burroughs, who are played by Michael Ironside from Scanners
And everything else.
Sequest 2032.
Well, me and Michael, we go way back.
Yeah.
We're good friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and put the evidence up on the screen.
There you go. I think you should. Which one is it?
Well, he's in the binder over there.
Oh, so you're not really that great.
Yeah,
you don't have
we
it on
are.
display.
Well,
You know,
I just haven't gotten there
one would
yet.
see that, of course, you and Ernie are tight.
Yep. Me and Ernie, CJ Graham. What's her name?
Oh, you're really tight with what's her name? Denise Crosby.
I was like
Star Trek.
I was like Crosby's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, but me and
It's
Judith.
actually Crosby's granddaughter.
Oh, it's the granddaughter?
Do you know that she actually posed in Playboy?
Of course I knew that.
Okay. And that's one of the things that they say led to her getting killed on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like pictures of her. I don't know how I know this.
Well, probably because she was in Pet Cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
But anyway, but me and Judith Hogue go way back. Too.
Yeah.
I like Judith Hogue.
So you got Colonel Parker, who's played by Michael Ironside, and Sergeant Burroughs, who's played by Bruce Payne.
He's very familiar, but I couldn't place him.
He was Charles Rain in Passenger 57.
Passenger 57.
The House Always Bets on Black.
Yeah.
With,
Always
Wesley
bet on
Snipes.
black.
Always bet on black. He was also in Warlock 3.
He's what? Yep.
Yeah, and I think that he was mostly chosen because of the way he looked like Julian Sands from 1 and 2, but that's another thing.
Is that the guy that just died? Wasn't Warlock the guy he died in
Julian
California?
Sands died a little while back. Yeah,
he was hiking and got lost or something in California.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that just happened like a year or two ago.
So they are actually veterans of Operation Desert Storm, and they've traveled to Alaska to illegally hunt and kill a grizzly bear.
Yep.
So I'm 100% sure you didn't know this, but when they get there the first time, and there's that lady who's running the like way station for them to buy stuff or whatnot, that's actually Susan Terrell. Now, if you've ever seen John Waters' Crybaby, she's in that, and she is also in one of my favorite 80s hooker with a heart of gold movies called Angel. And there's like Angel, and then there's like Avenging Angel. There's like 2 or 3. It's this girl who grows up on the streets and is a prostitute at night and an A+.
Oh, yes.
student during the
I've
day.
heard of, yes. I know
So
what you're
she
talking about.
lives in the apartment complex where Angel lives.
Okay,
She has a pretty good part. But anyway, she's got this face that you instantly recognize.
Got bad teeth in this episode too.
Yeah. And anyway, so if you ever see, so she's there, and they're
Okay, so the 2 soldiers, we'll say, come in, and they're trying to get warm because it's Alaska. There's a blizzard, and it's giving you The Thing vibes. You know, so they're trying to get warm by the fireplace, and they tell this lady that they are looking for Jerry.
Right.
Because
beater, right?
Jerry Drumbeater, because Jerry is going to be their guide to find to kill a grizzly bear,
Which is very illegal.
And she gets upset because she's like, well, the last person that came or that got Jerry to do that is in jail, and it was my husband, and I'm the one who turned him in because poaching don't go around here.
Right.
Type thing. So she goes to call the police. She picks up the phone, dials it, and then Sergeant Payne shoots her.
Yeah.
Cuts away. Now they're talking to
Sergeant Burroughs.
Is it Burroughs?
Payne is the name of the actor.
Oh, okay. I wrote it wrong.
Either way, he brings the pain.
He brings the pain. So it just after that, it cuts. And they're speaking to an Asian girl.
Actually, I think she was Inuit. Like Alaskan, like an
is
Eskimo.
that what but the actress is Chinese.
She is.
Yeah.
But that's
what she's supposed to be,
yeah.
the drum beater. And they realize quickly that they're speaking with Jerry, whom they assumed was a man, and it's actually a female.
Played by Vivian Wu. Who is actually in this TV series called Away. I say it's a series that was on like Netflix or something, where it's a whole bunch of different astronauts are trying to, and she plays the Chinese.
Okay. So while they're speaking with her, they realize she's a veteran because she has a Purple Heart.
Right.
And they say they identify themselves, and she then identifies herself, and they find out that they were at the same place in the same unit
Right.
in Desert Storm.
At the same event.
Yeah, there was a battle or something that went down, and
That went wrong.
And Michael Ironside, the colonel, is very proud that he called in this airstrike to save, to save the people, to save the platoon. Now, I will say, on a little side note, the acting's really bad in this episode. Okay, it's a fun episode, but man, everybody was terrible.
Susan Terrell was the best, as far as I'm concerned.
God, I mean,
I know, but it was like she was.
But Michael Ironside was bad. Like he was downright
He was over
acting
the top.
everything really bad.
He was the bear did a good job though.
The bear did a
or at
great
least
job.
its head did. Yeah.
So anyway, so she agrees. She's like, "Yes, sir, Colonel," and she agrees to take them on this hunt.
Right, and they travel to what is revealed to be an abandoned weather station.
Yep.
That she knows because she's a wildlife officer. That sometimes it's a hibernation site for bears, and I'm like,
something stirring the
okay.
Kool-Aid.
All right, but instead, the hunters find themselves to become the hunted.
Well, they're setting up traps, bear traps and stuff. And while she's got, what's his name, Burrow?
Yeah, while Burrow and her are there, while
or setting up the traps, the colonel is out. She's starting to try to bend his ear and basically do kind of like what Valerie was doing in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to turn him against the colonel.
Right.
And saying, look, we can split everything 50-50 because I know he's ripping you off.
Yeah, he's
the percentage is like 70-30.
Mm-hmm.
And right when she's about to go in for the kiss and think she's got him, Burroughs goes, well, isn't that right, Colonel? And Ironside is right there. So they thwart her little plan, and Ironside has the bear's head. He's like, well, somebody already got the bear.
Yeah.
So then she calls him a stupid SOB because he basically ruined his shot at getting out of there because she just wanted out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what do you mean? Well,
Now it's too late.
Now it's too late because the hibernation isn't for the bears.
Mm-hmm.
It's for a group of, I guess they were all children.
I don't think so.
There was a lot of children though, but they're all vampires.
Yep. And what I liked about them is they looked like From Dusk Till Dawn vampires.
Yes. Yes. And the cool part is that she was neither a vampire nor a familiar, because whatever that battle was that they were talking about, she was actually on the raw end of it and got burned. Like she pulls her thing. Like she's
well, what happened was Colonel Parker, what he was so proud of saving that unit, he basically had the airstrike hit the Friendlies, which was her unit, and her injuries are basically poison to the vampires.
Exactly. So they rely on her, but she's only indebted to them as much as she wants to be.
Right.
Because she's not one of them. So that's the thing. If she could have gotten Burroughs to agree, then she would have been able to leave.
Yep.
But that doesn't quite happen because now the little vampires come out.
And they kill. Well, first Burroughs is like, oh, somebody's got to sacrifice. He shoots Parker, runs away.
Right. Which you don't have to run fast. You just have to run
faster. Yeah. Well, Parker you can hear him screaming in the background. Burroughs gets to his hotel room. Oh, and we missed when he's running away. He stepped in a bear trap.
Right.
So he's got one stuck on his leg. He gets inside the room. He's trying to find a phone or something to call. And then he's trying to get the trap off, and just everything is not going his way. And here comes Jerry. She opens the door and basically just lets the vampires in, and he dies. So it's just another one of those episodes where the bad guys get what's coming to them.
And I'll tell you, I didn't see the vampire aspect coming.
I didn't either. Yeah. And I remember watching this episode, but I didn't remember what happened. Right. Just actually all of these episodes, just like last season, I remember watching them because of the actors in them and the the plot, but I didn't remember how any of them ended.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah.
It's like watching them again for the first time.
I did remember that Molly's face, that it wasn't a mask, that it was her face.
Okay,
I did know that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't remember her peeling people's faces off and keeping it as trophies. I didn't remember that part. And I surely didn't remember this being vampires.
Yeah. All right. So before we wrap up, I'd like to do a little something different. I think it would be fun. We should rank these 5.
Rank them?
Rank them. And not about favorites. Okay. Let's rank them on which ones you think were the best.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just start with the best episode of all of these.
Which
one would you choose?
Probably Let the Punishment Fit the Crime.
Okay. And I knew you would do that one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. That was, whenever we got to this season, I was like, episode 1 is a definite. That is the one that I remembered most of it. It has Catherine O'Hara. It's a little lighthearted.
Yeah.
Type thing.
And it's funny with the costumes and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. So I really enjoy that. To me, that's probably the best of the 5 that we watched.
Okay. Mine would be The Assassin.
Okay.
Just like I talked earlier, so many recognizable people were in that episode. And while watching it, because of the time period and stuff like that, the fact that she was actually the killer, the assassin, didn't really come into my mind until after she had killed, or when she set up to kill the Corey Feldman character. Then I was kind of like, maybe they're both assassins. And I was kind of went with that until the end.
And see, I actually figured it out.
Did you?
Before that Corey Feldman even took her downstairs, I figured it out. Well, when she said, it doesn't even look like me or look like him, I was like, it's her.
That's a good one then. Okay, so what would be your second?
The Assassin.
Okay. I would kind of say, I would probably pick In the Groove.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, third?
In the Groove.
And then I would say Let the Punishment Fit the Crime.
Okay.
And then now it comes to which is the least bad of the 2 left. For your number 4, do you prefer Comes the Dawn or Only Skin Deep?
Look, if the acting would have been better in Comes the Dawn, I think it would have been probably ranked even higher. But because the acting was so bad, it turned me off. Like, I was like, okay. And then being a veteran, veterans don't act like that. So it kind of bothered me a little bit. So I would say The Skin Deep is 4. And then, what is it? Comes the Dawn would be the last one.
Same thing. I would flip those 2. And I'll tell you why. Because, of course, first of all, I don't have that background. Okay, so that kind of part doesn't really bother me. But Only Skin Deep just didn't make sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
Why was she doing this? How was she picking these people? And what was her whole motivation?
Well, they needed more than 20 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing is if for example, two different divergent topics. If first she was killing women, that would make sense because then she could put the mask on and she would look like a woman. Or if you never saw her out of the costume and she was killing, and you find out that it was actually a man or not a man, but just like a genderless kind of creature, then I could see that too. But this just didn't make any sense.
Or if it was some type of revenge.
Yes.
Like maybe.
Like if she was the sister of the girlfriend.
Like this great movie that we watched where this kid gets horribly disfigured and then
I don't remember watching a good movie like that.
Enacts revenge.
I remember a really crappy one like that with a javelin in it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like she was a victim of kids doing something and she was injured. And they'd all been in school together. Right. And this guy didn't know who she was. And she had been killing when he opened the drawer, what is it, a wardrobe cabinet, or whatever it is. He sees the faces of friends from school.
Right. Right.
And then he's like, oh, and then, like that would have been better.
Yeah.
So they obviously didn't really think it through very well. And
I would be interested to go back and rewatch Only Skin Deep and to see if there's any director commentary on it. And if there is, maybe to get some insight of that. Oh, look, you got it right there.
No.
Okay. Well, I may end up.
There's hardly any special features on these.
Oh, that's interesting. So yours are green. Mine are green too for season 6, but I have the big box, not the individuals. Yeah, they're the same color. So,
but mine's better.
Yeah, his is better.
I'm the one that gave him the link to his.
He did, and I.
Yeah, but I gave you the wrong one. I mean, maybe they had some like this left.
Yeah, I don't. It didn't matter. I'm good with it. And so that wraps up season 6. So we only have one season left. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna sit down and we're gonna pick out which ones we're gonna do. But this is by no means, this next one is not the last episode of this.
Nope.
We know how much you love it. We know our fans, because you cannot even count the number of comments and requests that we've been getting to keep doing this. You can't even put a number on it.
How many in Hungary?
Oh, I don't even want to count them.
I'm pretty sure I have several in like Argentina.
Argentina?
Yeah.
Ooh, Venezuela is
and I say
hot.
Several very lightly.
But again, once we finish season 7, we're going to jump right into Bordello of Blood.
No. Demon Knight, because that came out first.
You sure?
I'm positive. Demon Knight was first. Bordello of Blood was second.
I would have bet $100 it was the other way. Okay, so then we're going to do Demon Knight first, which I've already rewatched. Well, I actually rewatched both of them.
I'm going to watch them again.
Yeah, they're fun. And then we'll do those 2 movies, and then we will decide if we're going to get into Tales from the Crypt Keeper or not. We might just do one episode of Tales from the Crypt Keeper. It's on Amazon though, by the way.
I'm not sure if I want to do that because I have something else in mind.
Okay. Well, I just figured it would be a nice. We just do one episode where we pick some Tales from the Crypt, and then we're done. No more Tales from the Crypt.
Okay.
So we'll arm wrestle for it later.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, we got a couple of projects lined up. Yeah. Not enough time
because it is starting to be the Halloween.
Yeah, we got something cooking up there.
Both love horror movies, so. Well, sir, thank you once again for hosting the Plastic Microphone Studios in the Average Home Theater.
You're quite welcome.
Home of Average Home Theater Reviews. And isn't this fancy, like the way he's got like stuff up here and over here, and the light? Actually,
not just anybody can give you this kind of production, folks.
You cannot. And again, you can't count the number of comments that we get about how good we look on this show. So
and if you're watching my show, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify. We're on every platform. Mm-hmm. And if you're watching on Jamie's, same thing. YouTube, Spotify, everything. His show is Faye 5 from Fans.
And his show is Average Home Theater Reviews.
So, yeah, check us both out. You can get us on any platform. Tell your friends.
Tell the people you don't like.
Right, anybody.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
And our special guest at the beginning of every show.
John. Peace out, brother.
Love you. All right, man. Thank you.
Bye.